It's very good and affordable. Do you know something? Try this. You will never regret it. You thank me later. Because when it comes to Good Glow, hey, Emma wouldn't send to you one. Now say a fresh oral spray. This one you need to put it in your bag. Your friend, everywhere you go, you need to use this. Nobody will even know, say you just left the restaurant, because this will do the magic for you. Good Glow. This one is our fresh oral spray. And your fee was it. This is how we use it after eating. Onion away. Tilapia away. Anything that has strong scent, because you use fresh oral spray, nobody can hear it. This is your secret. Just keep it. Good Glow.
I go Ghana for more Briman so abroche, and a Ghana for more of your pay Ghana. Top Connect breaking money transfer record no. Top Connect and the new convenient and genuine money transfer back. Even two phones to pay rating to the and your competitive papi. A word Joe, famous and fast. Top Connect say, a youngster pen on my make or sign her when you be or sign her or fuck up or genetica. Even two phones to pay. And to say we see $1 pound. Euros, and I said dirham, and I no crack. Connect Top Connect says yeah. Download the app no, send this scanner, and what I need Top Connect now. A fast, a sharp, a authentic, a genuine. Top Connect, my connect so fast.
Natina TV, gospel to the world.
Stop dead every day.
Natina Radio, gospel to the world.
Christ, asum bien kawo. Onya kopon sha na ontina ni mawo ene enwumre. Onfiri sumo so na omra meboa wo, omedum mboa. Ye ba betwetwe enkomo wo ba so na wase video na mame. Wo ba so pe na wase nyankopon besira wo. Wo ba so pe na wetwa tum nyankopon besira wo. Ye ba betwetwe enkomo ene afa amaimu nsam enyo fa Ghana ho ene ho na me no wo am say yen nyina yen vice president okay mzana feedback no ba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ena no obeda na ni suade ho ne botai anti esese Ghana for to abamano na obe president obeda ni Ghana after yen papa kasa ye chi no enkrofo e de na ye twia pia ene ensem ekoso de ese wani ensa o ka che amanfo atwa ne yie papa amanfo atwa no ne nyina ne se yen papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia according to ono Osi oye mate. According to yen papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who say, ono yen papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na oye mate onya driver. And it is a Ghana for yen adum eto abamano na ono ebeye presidenta. And you ma piwo obese sam. And Uncle Fosse Bui, the Abbey a wall. Ebini Black Rasta, Captain Smart, Kwesi Pratt, and Okatechie Afrifa, Omodoso, omodoso ye papa okomprako a Japan enso abekasa Kennedy a Japan enso abekasa kan so ba no aka nsem pii so ye bekwa kohwe sa nyoma nyina mu na yakeka ni nyina abom yeah. Mabel appear yeah. And Valentine Day no so koso pa koso ana meboa side of for we Valentine Day no him so papa eno so koso kama enti enchakase pa enkoma obia enchakase pa happy Valentine enkoma obia odo homa obia odo ntini atiase without odo nke nyina pro ke nyina say yeah eti obaso a odi asade amekan no obaso a share no a obaso a na wa share o share Nyankopon be shirawo oba no wa share o share Nyankopon be shirawo o so na commenting so no esu likes na esu na chese Jamie said it go on pa yeah koso din what you say and your ododa na said ya mekan ye papa Dr. Mahamoud Bawumia en krofo atwa no o mu twa no ba me no ba be kom ni ahade say ye papa ka so ye mate na onya driver odi atro anasa na tie in our constitution vice be a mate sana mi hunu vice a mate because me tie sama koto me Mercedes Benz 207 na me de koma obi aye adwuma me fa koma mate ana me boa me de ma driver na driver na akwa ko chusu ni mate a one ne be ye adwuma na omo de akwa ko ye adwuma aba ana me boa so many owners wo ho a enye omo ne tua drivers ka mate ka driver no ne tua ne ka because driver no na afa e na odo ye adwuma what you say sa na tie e wo ye mrem Ghana yen constitution chese ye to aba ema nipa ba ko president na ono no appoint obi send the vice nti president ene choose obi a ode ne ba be ye ne running mate which is the vice nti command ni nyina free president on eba en free vice o say president pese o ma Ghana fo nyina da no nsia there is no way vice bet me stop no command no efri on eba do vice no wa mamu no mu ba command no en free vice o said your driver command efri driver ono I quite remember say bra na me wo Ghana me ko fro trotro na efri nungwa teshi nungwa be say first junction nungwa ye du teshi we o me rafi sa asache ye du ana driver no e ka kire mate ni say onfa obi asika ema no na yensi famfa trotro foforo tio ye nyina nsi fam na me ni say adwuma na wanya wo say den na say onya information bi na opese oja hoko na mate ni say no omon try na mate no pese o chese omon dru awieti ko omon drop yen na omon sa oni mate no o drop mate no ha o drop no because a mate no tuna no asem awo fam de ono pese o ye no mate no pese one ne twi sa na mate adwuma tie sa na vice tie vice so yan papa Rollins say obone vice e o Ghana aka o papa na so obruno what you say anti vice e o to me there but vice to me and do their president to me do no because president and o man nyina ya tenase and ya kan bom say ya tam o man ne dia mawo bumayen nti ono na e responsibility but vice e wom nti say me ye vice now president me tenachi amene ne ye adwuma e won the decisions on the vision or the person oye said you na mamu ofa na me tenachi I can only advise me to win command mano So say papa kase oye mate on your driver sanity a fact yentumi nchia no say wachire say oye mate enye so oye mate oboka ho ba adwuma na oye no ne nsa so no odi obi achi otete obi achi timinim ne ntira we aye problem bebre amaye womra enioma kese wo ese adwen ho what you say it is a debate we sha say matras adwen ho ase no sa debate we enko ba bia enye debate bi ese nka Ghana kra no ye wasi time e wo sa debate we ho etina na meseme de ma no betum kakra ne yakomu bi ne enso ya hwade nyankopon hra obi a wabaso nyame hra obi a wabaso anu tina mesi no yemfa ya no entum kakra na yenhwe dia ekro mame kan for top connect ma say ba ni sikamani ma top connect the best e wa bruchim patemu a opese send this ka Ghana eno an top connect me ba cho betima download the app no Play Store na App Store na usika bi e Ghana no wo de afa top connect usika no be kwa kodura sumdwe ma unya problem bia enti me pa cho download app no na fa usika nyina fa top connect afa me do ba Atlantic Route Shipping and Logistic Atlantic Route Shipping and Logistic and so adwumako sonko e wo Canada opese ship nioma e Ghana na eno ane Atlantic Route Shipping and Logistic enti me pa cho pick a number wo so no na frewon na opese wo de nioma Ghana omomboa de tosomienu opeka e de twitwa ho opeka han atwitwa ho wo Canada me pa cho eno so mbetumi aboa enti e ho so asem no no afei mame mfa wonko digital marketing sister Portia me ba cho pick number also in a friend obetumi aboa wo e wo ene abefo abaiso ama wanka so ye wo own boss a obedi di peche enti no sa wo pese oni sister Portia din sa wo so a me ba cho pick number also na friend sister Portia bebo no wa guide no wa cho kwan obefa so a obetumi aye adwuma na so sika aba wonsem e wo ene abefo a abaiso afem amen kan for Hosanna Classic Clothing emao Hosanna Classic Clothing say Hosanna Classic Clothing eba African wear papa pasa o pata de papa pasa African wear papa sa me pa cho pick number wo so in a frewon ombeboa na o mapam wade kama baby a wo wiase afana bia wo sabe kan kama na wahye ama wo ho ato what you say afei me do ba ha na me do ba the skin code enso ye enku adwumaku a eboa ma nipadua eye na hana opese o nipadua na ye fe na o body no toso a eno ane the skin code pick number wo so ye na frewon na omombo ama unya product no bi na omfansiesie nipadua no ma nipadua no entoso na enye fe enye na hana kama afa ma me no ko dwumadie no so edien ene yem papa John Dramani yem papa Mahmoud Baumia ekokan ya ene ya so na no a ene enya asem ketua wu twa enkrofo twa no anu ya din edin yen kwani ekotie papa Mahmoud Baumia na fe yembra back oba so na wa se o so na wo se video ni nyame be sirawo comment
ne po afuse ya setam abakwe wadwa wakufod wadwa sa because Baumia want to establish that he is a man about to me amobie na nanso wo ye mistake say be a year or two ago or ye na say I will come out na I will say when I become president I'm going to win flag bearership.
The new policies that I am proposing to implement in 2025 will give us the fiscal space to eliminate some taxes such as the proposed VAT on electricity if they are still on the books, the emissions tax and the betting tax without compromising our fiscal deficit. We have put in place the necessary infrastructure for Ghana to go cashless. Recently, the Bank of Ghana has completed a pilot of a digital version of the Ghana cedi in Seshwiwioso. This is known as the Central Bank Digital Currency, or the e-cedi. The e-cedi is designed to work online and offline and will be launched by the Bank of Ghana in due course. In my humble opinion, the ECD, with appropriate privacy protections, will be the ultimate weapon in our fight against corruption, because it will provide transparency, reduce the risk of fraud, robbery, tax avoidance, and money laundering, since it will be easy to track the movement of money and identify suspicious activity. The ECD will quicken the pace of Ghana's move towards a cashless or near cashless society. Ladies and gentlemen, to move towards a cashless economy, however, we have to encourage the population to use electronic channels of payment. To accomplish this, under my administration, there will be no taxes on digital payments. The e-levy will therefore be abolished.
Why an akofa problem abre Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? Say why? Say ono na mamu mo ba obetumi yi e-levy efri ho na mre wo aban no mu ontumi. So ye beko enkrofo criticize ni nyina na yeti obia dia obia ka na ya compare ahwe say yem papa yi oya responsible for the ekoso nyina anase onye anase oba eyampampa say obetumi yi anase akonwa no na opeso atena ye hwe sa side ni nyina na ya hwade wo ha ne nyina chi ansa na yebeko ne yan hwade yem papa Honorable Kennedy Japan bibi esi your parliament. In fact yen konkohwe de see on say entina me see Honorable Kennedy Japan ni su bebre wo mi mu no what ya say me panuoma pi wo ni mu o nipa nyina ehuru na o de ne ka o su behuru no eno say uhuru media ne fam sika ma wo haya eno so ho nsem boburu ja o de yen hwe ade kakra bi wo parliament ni esi Honorable Kennedy Japan.
The science yes, I'd like to the science yes, I'd like to compliment and commend the lady.
You know my Godfather. I'm ready to guys was no, Godfather. Always we and Godfather will reconcile. We have a big house. We will do massive reconciliation for each other. Everything we will do. Godfather will do party. Godfather will do party. All in the politics. The police are not much. And I didn't know to say, I don't know. Godfather was hitting today. The kids or they say, prodigal son. You know, he looks present as well. I don't hate money for them to stay on campus. Wow. So, any more from any what's why? Well, what's there? Wait. What's your godfather? The next phase is to move as a party. We are just every day we can fight.
Thank you very much. Now, dear, a see and say, oh, dear, Monsan shall be a mammy. Yes, I see. Monsha, the
science. Yes, I'd like to the science. Yes, I'd like to compliment and commend the lady.
Okay. You know what? Godfather. I'm ready to guys Godfather.
Okay, now mensa aka okatachie George 𝗦𝗢𝗢𝗣𝗡𝗚 yeah. Ono na betimi aboa yen. Why say honorable Kennedy Japan? Ghana krokesi da ho nyina na parliament na okodan ne ka na otocha akwa iso ogini sika. Chese ohwe se de na honorable ekono a se yanso ni mu a ohwe aha no a ohwe se de osi di na chi wo ha mo. Hwe hwe wow. Uchu se na ka honorable pakwa na.
Yes, I'd like to compliment.
What you say? O de me ka o besre mi ayeden. Mr. George empomo e. O de me ka o se abehuru me. Mr. George empomo e. Oh, meba. Mr. George, what me ka?
Meteo kapa apostle.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Now, where the fancheche mo kakra bi ba ma ye na yenko e program no so. Ade na course and ra papa na ne koko apaisa. Chese odi honorable /𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗣𝗣𝗍𝗔 meboa achi a chese ya so so ni mo aka blue to to ho na honorable na ho ya de sa o hia obeti ko obeti na busna
ono kwa unim kwan apostle de mamenchi na menfa na menase na menchi obibia
okay
honorable kwan fast wa odi kopie Ghana kwa na because not all UK I mean all this while.
Oh sir.
Near the chinko. It mean a quiet fast one. It's me who video no. I quite a matter Okopie Ghana. Ghana. But him. And they say, oh say Uba MPP more right. Ye penny pa on investi or NPP mu pa. So you honorable Obieni
yeah. And the fact.
We're investing heavily in the party. Now,
yes.
Primaries, you know. Who's that? And some baby quite a consult name some kika. Ne machination and my bonny beer go for a tiano. What you say? Now, some brand here we are on the MP for English amount from.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay.
Now, who's the honorable Angasano? Say election be a ebeba. MPs for no.
Yeah.
MPs for na majority na ba no ho ebepemwa anaso no anga say MPs bi o a. Ya na wo mu ehonfo. Nti ono na fetimi free ni pemu. Etimi ko say me ABCD ya ma o da say.
Okay.
Eti ade otaye. Now,
okay.
Sir, particular election which was 20 you know. Or yeah, MPs no good one including Abrantier.
Okay.
That's here. I just said or to tour obi or about you on me here a sewing like machines, right? In Tiano or cry, Simon Yabu or a warehouse you or cranning Yadibu.
Okay.
Inti Oba no omo yibiama na oniko. Na after elections no. Endo abanti okodiji enkwayi banks bi ebesiane ade. Okay. Okay. Na ode collateral ekoyisiye. Na MZ do say bank no dan kan no. In fact na oniska no o just say. Enti obofre honorable. And as usual, send your oil na or the cotton.
Okay.
And obisa and say, no can no true check the man. Oh, that's it. Say, found for cotton account. Okay. Clear no more moon for. Oh, that's it. And on another class, say, over 2 years coming back. Honorable, I mean, anka under normal circumstances, no. Okono okra na ibi o a so ono okra enka wasem udase ɛna saa sika wei ada wa akyɛ aberanteɛ no ɔnka ho hwee now primaries yi start yie na aberanteɛ wɔ alan camp
okay
ogya seɛ ɛna ɛkɔbaa ne sɛ ɔwɔ alan camp eti alan efiri mu no ɛna odi mika kɔɔ baamia hɔ bɔ odi mika kɔɔ baamia hɔ no no yɛ radio interviews bi ogya seɛ ɔbɔbɔ ɔno abodin mu na nsɛnɛ mfata ɛna on top no so no na wɔdidi nkɔmɔ bi ɛwɔ baabi ɛna ɔno abo so no wɔn information yɛ onya no on daily basis ogya seɛ enti say information always be a basa ba aberanteɛ wei ogya seɛ ɛna na the bonus so even primary see over cry no still na aberanteɛ kaka na wɔn nsɛm enti last week more okotra boiling point
okay
ɛna ɔkɔkɔdi nkumu which aberanteɛ wei in fact me a group na ebi buofu enti frame meeting to me kora na me STS say omunya obi bia opese okɔ station hɔ no ma obekɔ afokasa bia no omunya na because I say nkofo ka kansem na ono boys why say into the mumia man no enkoda last year na obi opese okɔ station hɔ every nkomo bia no onko enya hwe ene de ekugya na eno ano obi a woni na hia wɔ parliament ukaka opanyin nsɛm all the time oja say it is at least ukaka opanyin nsɛm bɔne na say china say the china say no no it's not a wujia man ko ono baby ono no e ba so hu kura na on carry e fantro ba wo be yan hu say wo be chia no abe ono aboni ade a wo be grow no wo be fu in a sense wọ́n nam ẹ̀nà ọ̀kẹ́kà ẹ̀nì hó ẹ̀sẹ̀mbọ́nì. Wọ́n bẹ̀ ṣíà ní di à ná ọba bẹ̀yẹ sẹ́ ọ̀nà because ẹ̀ òfin sẹ́ bi à ọ̀dẹ̀nìká ntì ọ̀ṣẹ́dá rẹ̀ ọ̀nà bọ̀ nà ti sẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ bẹ̀ yà ẹ̀ka no ọ̀dẹ̀ ẹ̀ka no bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀ kyẹ́ no. Ẹ̀tọ́ bá nọ sá na wo obi a ọ̀nà nam kẹ́kà ẹ̀nì hó ẹ̀sẹ̀mbọ́nì all the time ẹ̀nsẹ̀m ọ̀ka nyinaa no ẹ̀mẹ̀kyẹ́ na okura ọ̀dẹ̀ mẹ̀ka ọ̀dẹ̀ àṣeyẹ ẹ̀tì pàmsíkà hàmì.
Famsika mame.
Eti opanyin na otwe.
Our parliament wa.
Yeah. On kwalisa o. On odie. Onabu you be on. Or very good. Or very good. Or very kind. Or very honest. But who stepping on no toes na say ABB a enya de pa obeka ono magrinya tro. Oda say. Eti nipa no otwe ne koye no ono si honorable body pa or the honorable Afenyo Martins on the MP for Winneba area ono and otwe ne koye and I say and come on ekoba say e was say or no free a meeting now who's there sitting na buy any ade kwa no who the honorable nya de a sikara ko ba je free arrange no
nya sure say ko ba ji
the one you no even kwatie after meeting no uti after meeting no omo nyina tewa almost session and one no on can was him view but obey expect say brand no so enkodina ba bia enkorrect
odi ebuo be ma no simple ontume de meka na onsan bu manitia entia nka ho meje ba
onsan manitia yes because with him promise you all and celebrate kwa akoso but they no because of time until ada ubenya ho no udi unya bre ona se udi metuso a meka enye ma pi kwa akoso entweye ba kose kwa udi ase etu o ma ka no omuna mo no omusuro esuro ewo mu pa ana
okay
we time honorable ediba mu udi ase honorable ono ama mu ntem eno ye one ana two album na ometu aba no abaso omo prepare sa album no 2 years ago we say eti omo de nkrofo a no mbeto ma baamianko ene shame eti even honorable a wa mamu ntama otimi benya almost 40% no edisuro aba omo camp no.
Okay.
Edisuro aba omo camp no. Omo hu say he oyobia they cannot do without, right? But omo ye omo jinsu say omo beye na omo junafu. What I say? There is some document be omo prepare.
Okay, odia mrepe mo no. Yem bezi on akwa no de no mrepe mo no ye be ko sa side no. Why?
Mate. Me se sa documents be brawo. Mate. Me be brawo, right? Now the nyaboche any go through. Ukwa ubuku obo ni ma boni a no omo plan ya obo se any nyina wo.
Okay, Mate.
Why?
Me da wase bebre. Me da wase bebre.
No sure.
Yo. Enti said ya eti free Mr. George hoye oben ken pa. Kwa fa so a endra ken kodan ne ka e wo parliament no. What you say? Ono babia ne action ye adwuma. Ahimfie kura no gro no obedan ne ka. Parliament obedan ne ka Sunday mu wan fa ni dia manade ne ka Sunday mu ho a na oyero. What you say? Enti no ye ko program no so na ye nhwa ade. Ye nyina ati ye papa Dr. 𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗢𝗣𝗡 na no asem. Me sign wo ne other interview bi a oye oni me ba sa interview no we minim se me de tuma na na manfamba de akabe ha me oye interview bi mehwehwe that interview which is a happen here Dr. 𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗢𝗣𝗡 any 𝗦𝗡𝗢𝗡𝗡 kan and yes interview ewa mamembo ni nti yeah.
Are we taxing mobile money because we have mobile money? Okay, say over 200 million transactions. Are we taxing mobile money because we have mobile money at Tuska?
Yeah.
No government revenue bill.
No, the point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is, for me, my view and that we should not tax mobile money, because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know, someone will get sent 5 CDs on mobile money. Why would you want to tax that?
To my question, which is...
Me pacho, wait. Hey, Dr. 𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗢𝗣𝗡 interview. Oni 𝗦𝗡𝗢𝗡 emri etwem emra na debate no koso about e-levy. So clear say with ono nya his excellency nanado with ono ena senko kresti ano a enka onje e-levy no. But with his excellency nanado enso hu no say e-levy no beboa ama na mamuo no enko IMF. Nti eso ogigi na odi cover nyoma. But ono ma Dr. 𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗢𝗣𝗡 oti aban no nyina wo hu ne say sa e-levy no beko atia mobrofo ehiafo enti ono na koma enim according to the interview ye one.
Okay, say over 200 million transactions. Are we taxing mobile money because we have mobile money at Tuska?
Yeah.
No government revenue bill.
No, the point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is, for me, my view and that we should not tax mobile money, because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know, someone will get sent 5 CDs on mobile money. Why would you want to tax that?
To my question, which is...
So, why Dr. 𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗢𝗣𝗡 they are ochire before and sana sa e-levy no eba ene etie na no asem sisi se ono ye to abama no na ono abekuresti ano na ye yi no free mate ebe ye no controller I say so ono ankasa take decision use ono an ideas kwa obefa so a odi bebu o man no onya sa opportunity no a obeyi e-levy na free on from day one na adwene say e-levy no etia ehiafo but ya nyo no the crusty ano oye mate a fact Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene oye mate on to me control ye man no cre you see if say your man no cre any anymore politics mo a obedi ato e de obi abetena konwa no so obetena so a the audi obi no ye did the same thing be you because no cre ho an yakata so vice bia a mate e Ghana it is ene ono se oba na obesesa nneoma eye ba yenkoni enkotie nkrofo criticize no obia e kire na adwen yenkotie omo adwen kire no de dinkan eye opani Kwasi pride yentie Kwasi wa yentie na adwen kire said ya ono so hu Dr.
Now, I've said this before and I'm going to repeat it. And I'm going to use his own, how do you call it? His own words. Not words really. But listen. The man says that he's an aplanke. The driver's mate. Aplanke. The driver's mate. Now if you go to the petrol station, the only skill the aplanke has or displays, so abakala pass. Everybody can do that. Anybody can do that. Just hang on to the door of the bus and be shouting, yes, abakala pass. The skills of the driver are much more. The driver has to have the capacity to anticipate. You understand? The driver really knows that all the 23 lives in the Mercedes-Benz bus, are in his hands and so on. The driver is a thoughtful person. The driver makes decisions and so on. So for the last 7 years, all that Bawumia did was to be shouting, Abekala pass. And he enjoyed all the perks just for shouting Abekala pass.
But the me want to say, yeah, Papa Kwasi Pratt. So onye ni paketo in politics no mo. Onim sa sanete ana meboa. Yes. Mate, and to me decide my driver say and a man call Abekala pass. Me pesa okotema. On to me. Mate, driver na beche. Baby aye jumako enti pai abeka na wapai. The same as vice president. No they take decisions. Decisions ni na every president woneba na ono aye ho adwuma. Enti say if say levy aba na even Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mpeneso na isasense na nado di aba say onye ho adwuma so oye na adwuma no do on pebe so oye ho adwuma. Ontumi ka se mempene. Because obi anto aba ma no. De atumi no kura no. Isasense na akasa de atumi no ekura no yem papa na nado. Me bawo. Sana tumi no wo yem papa akufo je kufo nsem. Ena omo ofri ho ene de ma na nado bae policies bebre ho a Jonah je kunkufo de bae a na nado ampeso de be adwuma ko okura ni own ideas a ono so de ba the same as Mahmoud Bawumia ono so ni own ideas enti me say sa debate we hu hia to me me hu say we na hu hia so me wa ye nyina nim say supervise bi mate yante Ghana and a president sorry say ne vice nya de na so nya na obo no o se yen say o se me nya na papa to ni tiri so bo no pam no ko yanto aba ma no what you say ba vice okobo president a wo be kire cause Ghana for nimo ono ne ato aba ma no wo de ato aba ma no wo yi wo do aka ho what you say and yes abeka ni no na pai but decision see ye kwa abeka anaye ko teshi anaye ko nugwa anaye ko kantamanto anaye ko hano decision no every driver no which is his excellency nanado on na 2 minute kura no what you say
and that's how he sees himself just as an aplanke For 7 years he was in a planquet shouting at Bekala Pass. Can't believe it. But that's how.
Okay, yen sha dewa. Say yen brother Eunice Aqua, yen sister Nasa, or see if the vice office is not useful, then there should be an vice, or see then there should be, maybe there shouldn't be any vice president and no person. No, useful. And you say a Juma or yeah Juma ma president. It is a mate. What you mean cast a mate in a pie abeka until faso ni so. And faso on the sopa and faso mate so. Mr. George, mame mfroga krabina me robe baswa. Obiatio and faso mate so ba na Juma wo ya no. And you only taking decisions. Decisions, you know, every president will never na odia yejuma. What you say? Yan kosu ni nti.
How Bahumia sees himself. In any case, and I've said this before, it's not new, I'm going to repeat it. All of us, 5 of us, who joined the bus that is going to Insaum. A commercial bus going to Insaum. When we get to car price, the driver parks the car and says, I'm coming. Then he goes into a blue kiosk. He cuts 2 halves straight. I know that stuff is measured in quarters, halves, and fourths.
Yes.
So this driver, he cuts 2 halves straight away. And then on top of that, he takes an energy drink. And is staggering towards the bus. The apprentice knows that this is what the driver has done, his boss has done. The apprentice doesn't protest. He doesn't alert the passengers. Nothing. He sits there. He says, oh, one day I'll be the driver. So I can forget this one. My brother, that bus would not get to Franco. It will crash and kill the people in it. And if that bus does not get to Franco, crashes and kills the people in it, are you telling me that the apprentice is innocent and bears no responsibility for the accident?
Oh yes. Yeah, Papa kwasi pride. Mamingura na hakakra. Yeah. Definitely, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia entumi nkase on taking responsibility bia. Say asem kan if say nanado amamu no afolia ontumi nkase onka ho bi. Tio oka ho bi. But on taking decisions. Enti no so onya opportunity to take decisions enyoma bi ho a anya ne decision na eye decision e free ba bia ontumi nya ho hwe obesesam. Now me mate. Me won say anytime be a car betu bia no driver wapro obetimi akum nipa. The only thing I met my and say me who can wie na me share the car ne share me say me make sure say sa ensanom ne car no because okogro ho a ye be US in chen ye nyina anim what you say enti ano their responsibility dey so take bi ano dey kwan bia so if so dwen say enya oka ho bi ene buy but decision no em free no enti ase nti o ho kwan say otimi ka no public sasa me ba ade we mesesam me free say ye me free say the okan ne dey to me yes so mu yi free ho because no ankasa nim say ekotie ahiafo wo bra wa unim say ade na ekotie ahiafo na eguso a ekotie ahiafo no unya opportunity ese utumi yi ba wonya opportunity a ene ontumi nkoyi because ogru ho a o de ebese tie ada enkrofo criticizing ebetie obi ade na yet fadwen wa na yehu say sa debate we ekoso Ghana no me free say enye
the apprentice who kept quiet, who didn't complain,
Mr. George Mefrel, why Mefrel,
who just waited his turn to be the driver. What kind of an apprentice is that?
Yeah, because
what kind of an apprentice is that?
Yes, or train so baba driver answer because mate eniano Ghana ye nyina anim mate ogru ho akwan wo driver be US form and obi amisa no hwe obi amisa no hwe obi US form a obi amisa no hwe cause ono ne de car na ma no nyewo ono ne de car no ama no enye sana constitution eche president ni ato abayi no eno no yi ni vice nti tumi ne nhyɛ vice nsɛm ɛwɔ president nsɛm ati ase nti ɛno deɛ sɛ wɔbɛka wɔn ka o ɔka na sɛ nyɛ adwuma ɔyima seda papa bi sɛ necessary oh yeah sɛ obia me to me because important issues wɔ hɔ ayɛ sɛ nka no hia pa dan sɛ ɔso yɛ mate ɔnyɛ yi ɛyɛ fact saa na teɛ vice bi ɔbɛba bi ayɛ mate yɛ nyina nim nyɛ saa na teɛ ana we all know say vice bi ayɛ mate vice bi ayɛ mate vice bi ayɛ mate te sɛ ɔhene ne ɛwɔ na henkwa ne kyeame yɛwɔwei ɔmo nyina ayɛ mate ma ɔhene no ɔhene bɛtumi aworɔ hwɛ asantema mu bɛteɛ sɛ ɔtumfoɔ aworɔ ɔhene bi mpaboa ɛne watu ɔhene bi adeɛ so ɔmo nyina ayɛ ahemfo ba obi hyɛ bi ase ebi ne te sɛ decision bi ɔpɛ ɔde ɔpɛ kotekia yɛbɛworɔ mpaboa yɛbɛyi wadi woni wo kwan sɛ woyɛ anti ɔno nya ɔse ɔno nya tumi no sɛdeɛ ne yɛ papa doctor yɛn papa Akufo-Addo wei ɔno nya saa tumi no a adeɛ wei ɔmfa nyɛ adwuma saa ne teɛ.
But this is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia says that he is. I'm not saying that he is. He himself says that he's an aplanke.
Yes.
Because I don't believe that he was an aplanke. But if we are to take his words seriously, who will trust such an aplanke? You see, it doesn't end there. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tells us that, look, a couple of months more, maybe 10 months more and so on, I will become president. Things are very bad now. My own government has imposed e-levy on you and you are suffering. Don't worry. Wait for another 10 months. When my boss is out of the way, I will take over and I will abolish your suffering e-levy. I can't believe it. I can't believe that he said that to us. Sana.
It happened here. Our Bible. King Solomon ba. Jeroboam. Ebra ne papa King Solomon. Ewuye. Obedi ade. Oman no mpanimfo. A Rehoboam ka ho bi di animu. Eko Jeroboam anim. Kosere ne se. Ebra na papa ti ase no. Oti ase na Jeroboam wo ho. Na oho. No di ni papa echi. Ni papa wu a on ebedi ade o prince. Nti oye o take a lot of responsibilities as a prince. Ebra na ne papa ti ase. Ba ne papa di osepi etu nipa maso. Emra na ne papa ti ase. Ebra ne papa wu ye no. Omo ba ne ho. Se o papa ti ase no. Emra we ya ode ba ye no. Ye ntumi. Ena tumi ni o papa nsam biem wu. O na tumi ni wo nsam. Enti samra we mayen. E wo ho kwan na meboa. Eno ne namfofo kotu agina. Ena ne namfo se no mensesa ma omo. Fa bi kura ka ho ma omo. Ena hapene. Ena ma Israel ahini no mucheche ya. Jeroboam ahini no bebiri pa ya ekodi Rehoboam ensem. Yes aneti. Our Bible. Yes. And now, if say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia decide say ono so ba bedia dia emre bia the boss e de ba and the office enye no obeye firi ho a ihu ade woma me de to me de sana me hu no say me hu bibia woma me free say e ha adwen we my political point to me we my because a lot of things were ekosua on bet you ma pekidia political point but we say what kind of crese vice be a mate na ye say enya no kre then o man na ase etu futuro egu ya kasa yani ye pese be kind of kre we have to face the fact on chance o ye mate say mate a oboka ho teshinungwa debi o de ye mfanto ho na che say ni susuo adwuma wo ye no ete se driver ne ni mate your person children ono ye mate and all support driver no ama adwuma no akoso na mum so no ankasa be driver onko nungwa biem or the bekone afrancho we say no and you now otiasie why say one can't your boss no onko afrancho. You can force your boss to do what you want. What you say, your boss never to me force you why you no pay. But obey your boss onko habiem no beko. Hey, me won't be a one I say we debate more mine. To me, media way me politics. But my stress I don't know and number be offer baby I just say I ask some your candidate then I say bibia bomb be atwa ehu but we enye no cry. Can you believe
that he said that to us? That we should continue suffering for 10 months. And that until he becomes president, 𝗕𝗑𝗢𝗣𝗡𝗢𝗡 will hang on our neck. Hey, this man, what does he think of himself? If 𝗕𝗑𝗢𝗣𝗡𝗢𝗡 is bad, if all the things he wants to ban are bad, why doesn't he speak now and ask for their removal now? Why should we wait for 10 months? Why? What have we done wrong? What have we done to Bawumia that he wants us to suffer for another 10 months?
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia betim de nepe a year free. The only thing Oben say bia Obecha na adwen. I'm a president. President, I deal with Kumo Mino, Yen free. Sir President Cass Onia. Many women don't can cry. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia betum the nepe a year free. Hana no crano one. When I see you're facing no crano, near the no crop. Yeah, what did you near or try to be due? A fact. What you say? Na yen shed ya papa no se oba obetumi aye. Ni yen sho no ankasa na office adwuma ye de man no se onye se bibia koso na kache se boni bi o yen pa nneoma ye betim ba we ne de me free se am se anya se ye kamo ma His Excellency na nadu mom na esen ka o ma na ni bre e o Bawumia so ko Bawumia e expose no sa mom na meka no se ono ni policy na o implement ye no ono ba on fanya adwuma ba pick foforo. That means Bawumia ne gidia president de ba ye no banyo o man de o man ye ke ate dende sa de a hayen na obi afri camp no maba na o se ade we ye o ho no enye ntimu ma metumi na me ba mesesam se we de ko man ye ate dende. What you say? It is on one ya and also crime opposition no another and no crime opposition no another meba and no crime opposition no so nyina so bia opposition no so ba no so betima yisu dia na dwuma se ade wo ya wa mamu o papa de ba na se o maame de ba no enkoye oh mon fa cheme what you see?
And then when he becomes president, he will then pity us. Now he has no pity for us. When he has become president, he will pity us and remove this burden which was placed on us with his blessing. I can't believe it. There's something else, and I'm not making this up. Anybody who has watched the presentation of budgets over the last 7 years cannot forget this image of 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗣𝗡𝗢 carrying his custom-made bag and being followed by Dr. Bawumia to Parliament House. Indeed, it is only in this administration that I've noticed that the Vice President religiously follows the finance minister to Parliament House. That symbolism, what was it meant to portray? Why has Bawumia been always following Ken-Ofori-Atta to Parliament? Clearly, it's an endorsement, it's a statement of endorsement of the budget. So if he didn't like what Ken-Ofori-Atta was saying, or was going to say, why did he religiously follow him to Parliament House to present the budget that he disagreed with? Now, my brother, yesterday I watched a lot of videos. I mean, these days, everywhere you turn, the videos are imposed on you. You have to watch them.
Okay, yeah, Papa Kwasi Pratt, watch na adwi we ye na adwenche. Meme de baby a me first kakra minim se vice president biaba osesa nneoma ye hwe Papa John Evans Atamis oba ena na mamu a obu na totally different than Emra no ne Rollins nam no nneoma pii ho a opese obe ena nneoma pii ho pa a wanye that means Emra na odi president echi no na nneoma no bi ho a say ono a enko mfa nkosa akwan no so but only choice the idea ba na so support because na juma no say policy bi a yede ba no obe make sure say ebe ya juma na ye ni ye nti only choice so campaign but ono akasa nya minim samo temase afi ha ono akasa nya opportunity a say dia we de no coin ono no anya na say dia we ye no no yan hwa ye Papa John Dramani Mahama ebra na oni ye Papa Tames nam atiase na on control dabi but na o hard work o ye adwuma a make sure say na mamu no ebe succeed ono ankasa ye di tumi no ma no e share nsem no o commande di opese oye atiase o commande ye nuoma opese oye enti obia e vice dia mi bia mi free ba ni o montemase se amamu owom no sa koye se ankoye se chiae se anchia sa yeden iso se me ba sa policy we implement here no me abolish na me free se ana se engo ho oba o man ngo ho ana yepe ana so oba o man nyi free ho what you say meaning se sana 11 Ghana for near pesa a obi so be ye free I say hey any ya so mu sa so be ye free ho why so be ye free ho then why so dey buy enyo na dey buy but oye modwuma oye worker e ma de dey buy what you say yeah my friend oh Debbie meba yes Chambers Atames never told us that Rollins made a bad decision. I'm saying Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say Ubia make a bad decision. Now yan sha the 11 no kra kwan be na fa so a chinchina chomu di 11 no buy because no almost yem pese be call IMF anameboa yem pese be call IMF enti no mu take sa decision tio ICA nyina e call sensi abekasa meni obi fia akọ Birmingham obi be fa fichi kwan obi be fa highway obi a obabi obetimi afa akwakopie Birmingham ye nyina decision e take ye be take no obi de be contem obi de be slow nti se me boss a take decision say 11 on person obekọ IMF na odi aba na me free say IMF metimi a create bi before a me de be yi IMF free ho a I don't chase me boss. I take a bad decision. Media me mentias you. You see, say Osha Chroma say politics no. Oya how musi taking your ma. Etina obe say party anka say wa ben and ruling party. I tie konwa so no. Parliament na ono ani MPs e fire no. Because they always want the right thing for the nation. Not because me pay we ask man me pay we ask him. Assemble or more try say when they be favor or mine. nti ye twice no kra wo ho no ye de no kra no besi opim ne ehu no kra ka say wo asem no mo instead of say ye be so we de me penasma na we me penasma na say enti no sa de tie bia no we nya na we ye obe vice e bia no tena so obe vice obe hu say de tie upe we mate ye take decision near say fire adwuma esa odi adwuma cause eno nti na wo who knew what to take decisions who to deliver to support who to support the president said ya nyuma bia wo ye na be koso nti o take decision na parliament ko pass out na ese kwa vice no so wo say wo beboa ama adwuma na koso me free say sanity minim say nya sanity dia if a vice anka say to me take any decisions I don't know minim say the SAKODIE what you say enti no if a vice yankotie black rasta enso be fayawa yentie onoso.
My brother, my sister, Bawumia is a waste product. That is why I will not waste my time to listen to Bawumia. I am sorry for those who wasted their time to go and listen to a waste product. I am very
we black rasta shasi no ahana menti ase no watie Bawumia nsam okan ni nyina awie oba be responde no ba o shasi na osu ontie no adno watie awie en wo hu se papa no ni statement no my no e waste to you nti na oba be responde o shasi na so ontie no ba watie na wie a oba responde etizesi ametie na obi nipa wo so hwemi na obi akogina ba bi se natina mintie no na ene nkwase asem bia na okeka mintie no ontie no ye de ti se natina keka nkwase asem what you say na se utie no tie de utie no pa enti no won se o ye waste according to won sem na oka no se untie na there is no way won se o ye waste utie no enti no won se o ye waste yenko ni entie no
angry this morning. My brother, people had time to go listen to a man who is on a liathon. My brother, people had time to go and sit down.
Liathon. Hey, where the M say SOB pick you? Liathon. Me crime say me cry. Me kwa kuchusu na me dia kwa liathon. Yenko liathon.
And listen to a tape on repeat of lies. I am hurt. When the NPP was coming into power, they used, abused, and now have decided to push Bawumia aside. He was their main henchman. He went around throwing around a lot of anecdotes. He went around, my brother, my sister, talking gibberish. At the time, we thought he made sense. At the time, we had seen our economic whiskey. At the time, we said this was Ghana's version of Adam Smith. Little did we know that he was a village blacksmith. When the NPP was busily tossing Bawumia around, moving from one place to the other, talking the so-called economics, he was the main man, my brother, my sister, that the NPP relied on. Remember, he was the architect of Mahama the incompetent. And it's stuck on Mahama. Up till now, it's like a tattoo on Mahama. We all saw Mahama as very incompetent, very corrupt. And for that matter, we wanted the competence of the NPP. We wanted the competence of the finance guru.
Yeah. What say, Ebi na happen waham. What say, hey, when your friend said, dear, see the oh, na ode pim ubienim. What you say? Now, Mahmoud Bawumia, vice president. Ne policies no be o now. Ono no so se oba obeye free means ankoye. But ono ne frɛ ye papa John Dramani Mahama say oye incompetent. Nti ene say no ono so be frɛ ono ankasa the government no. We a point, we a political point. Because to me chef from Yem Papa Rollins, Abreso be Pimenedia, and the NS Mefrobia incompetent. If Yem Papa John Dramani Mahama no incompetent, then any obi incompetent to me. Why? Because me share o mine ye mpuntuo ba bi ye duru na me hu se ye kofam instead of say ye befro ye kofam. Honorable Canada Japan be can send be also call baby woman be also tomatoes and accident. Or see we did last 3 years and accident. Na oton said 20 cedis say and no 50. Baby I jump here could do within a short time. Tio asem ye pa. And tina chese o mine from the one be pemene obienu awaba oya de papa bia ma o mine because NDC wa ban mu a na MPP opposition de ti asom nyina ye NDC fo diska omu diska NDC kotena opposition na MPP ba de aye tie nyina no MPP diska ya eti ano we incompetent we but we ba no betena konwa mu a ye hu hwe se petrol and what 2 cedis we say oh hwabonhwa obae petrol ko 2 cedis wabon monsake no ye ne free okofa asumasi so ba ono ba first no ben se petrol no se na 2 cedis obetena so na ko 4 cedis enche na ko 6 cedis o ka o se o wiase nyina ayeden na ko woni mra so na 100 cedis on free so no na 200 etu de fo ni to fam so me now me mpai ba me bono me nyi politician bi ani biem hwew dia ye kati asumasi no obrente ba oba be the same thing ti me mpai bono se nyankopon nyi obi o competent ampa ema wo man no se NDC ne baba se MPP se new party abey any other parties ye papa chirmatan na se other parties aka no mu bia ne benya opportunity amagana for to amana awurade nyi obi a obetumi asesa oman na mayen on se na black rasta ekaway ye papa Mahmoud Bawumia ene target said no ma ye papa John Dramani Mahama nti ene ye bisa no question say incompetent no de ma ye papa no ye bisa ono na mamuo na o de bi be ma na mamuo no ana ofa bi ma na mamuo no wo brefu a ono aka say ne wo hu say nioma bi kro ho a ono nya opportunity ba obeyi free mu atiasi iti we aha wa ponchi amame yenko
Baumia. Little did we know that he was a buzu, a guru who has become buzu. First and foremost, Baumia says that he is going to trash out the e-levy. It's an insult to the people of Ghana. It's an insult to us. My brother, before they passed this e-levy, we all saw the gymnastics, the political hula baloo that happened right there inside the Parliament House. We saw people chewing ballot papers like goats on heat. Baumia was very quiet. Today we are told by the Minister of Information that Baumia was actually the architect of the e-levy tax sheet. He played a very significant role in drawing up the whole e-levy tax sheet. Today, the hypocritical blacksmith, my brother, my sister, is telling us that when he comes into power, he will eradicate the e-levy. Now, the other thing that I saw that actually shocked me, he said he's going to take out taxes on gambling, betting. Is this one to a Muslim? Is this one to a Muslim? No wonder recently many people were tossing it around that this is a fake Muslim. My brother, there is no Muslim who believes in lotto.
Wow, we said etina Mrs. debate na ekoso no ye ka bi fremu ni nyina enko ba bia ti black rasta enuama ono so eka ehemu ha about lotto say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so ba obeyi taxes every lotto so tino just we jakra say Muslim obi a ye Muslim na ubeyi taxes every lotto so because Muslims empe lotto but Ghana enye Muslims enko adia Iti we Muslim and a Christian now betna or minus wa. Untumi nkase me ye Muslim. Enti we ebebo o mine na menye. Ana we mo a menye because me ye Muslim. Debi Ghana nye Muslim dia. Enye Christopher dia. Ghana ye nyina ye dia. Nti Mahmoud ba umianya betna so a ontumi fa ne Muslim asem e ma akonwa no so. Tio ontumi fa na me Muslim. Eti is also ba na obey tax because Lotto aye Ghana japade now. Whether you like it or not. Lotto aye Ghana japade. And the Lotto aye Ghana japade. Untumi nyim free ho. Untumi nyi Lotto free ho. Nti obetena so na oye bibi fa Lotto ho. Na oka se no nti no oye fake Muslim oye se. Hey. And ahwe bedu baby just a Muslim for to kotena baby. Na Christians to kotena baby. Na Muslims nyom president. Na Christians nyom pro because oye Muslim na betena so na take decision na be take care na favor Muslims a. Sabe kwatia Christians. And oye Christian o betena so na take decisions be favor Christians a. Be kwatia we. Lotto nyama obi aba ye o man na japade. Nti as a president oba still as oye ho adwuma. Ene ko nya akra ma Muslim bia mepa konwa ni because oba o man Lotto ye japade esa o manage Lotto cause ye japade untumi kasa o ye Muslim tu betena so Lotto emfa ho onko ho kra dabi on say we nyina ye kashima we nyina what you say.
There is no Muslim who believes in betting. What is the purpose of betting in this country? There are more betting centers in Ghana than we have mosquitoes. We have more betting centers in Ghana than we have food, hospitals, and schools. My brother, we are turning the whole nation into a gambling nation. I am so ashamed of 𝗤𝗡𝗎. My brother, my sister, he says he is only a driver's mate, and therefore he was only offering advisory counseling to the president. It is an insult on the integrity of the president, that is if he has any at all.
Any fact, Anna. Any fact. Any fact. So Chiami. No abeg no say me na me take decisions. Ti o kan nyina ye no kra. O ye mate. E no e ho kakra na me se me ntiase no. Me pese me hu vice president the position ankasa. Dey no no ye. Yes, he live no dimakote. Yes, that's so dimakote. Because I need to implement here we. Until to me kase me family home. Then that's all resign. It's so see from. Because I did about parliament you're passing it out. Yes, also. Unto me kase also. Vice with Jumano. It is so ye mojuma na osi enya mano a enya mano. What you say? Anti vice and me take a decision when president etio. Me hunesa. You bet my near footio and I say obet me abwa. Mr. George made over.
Now, Mr. President, if I were you, I would resign immediately, throw ash and dust on myself, and wear a sackcloth like David did in the Bible, lock up myself and refuse to eat on a hunger strike, and cry and cry and cry and cry. All your people have deserted you. You have no business being in power. You are a lousy president, dirty-minded party with a dirty president. If I were Mr. President, your own vice president, the second gentleman of the land, that you picked from nowhere, you picked from a blacksmith to Adam Smith, my brother, my sister, and back to blacksmith, is telling you that he was only going by your orders. He offered advice which you refused to listen to, and he has abandoned you in the middle of the voyage. Now you are sinking like the Titanic. I am so
Black Rasta,
terribly hurt by what 𝗤𝗡𝗎 is saying. I don't know what the NPP is saying. If I were the NPP, my brother, my sister, we will go for another primaries and kick out this guy. He is telling you that he does not stand by the whims and caprices of the NPP anymore. He is his old man now, that the president refused to listen to him and that he was only a driver's mate. My brother, a bad driver certainly makes a bad driver's mate. A bad teacher will make a bad student. Now Nana Akufo-Addo is sitting down somewhere. I don't know what his people are telling him, but I can guess that they are saying that this guy is a traitor. That is the Judas of Nana Akufo-Addo's government.
I know the father be sana beba. She young kind of crow. Me say me a vice president. Now me vision. Say me person me be president. Bilibia minim say me ya ebet me a jeopardize the ame pen. I won't do it. Because oko challenge me bra. E ka support no kra onyawe. We can be biwa. Okateche frifa can be biwa. Yentie okateche frifa. Enchechire mu we. E me de pa.
Sa komo yi wonyo no kwa na edie. Former President John Dramani Mahama nso adibi. But no kura wo mu say sa conversation na nya no kore.
Again, and you know, Crescent.
What would be a new woman so with me?
Exactly. What an uncle maybe uncle maybe so was as President Kanye can't say.
And you know, what me and
Yentie okateche efrifa.
Ye penipa ba ko ye MPP ni body aban no akopa. Obi no be me afri. No kura won kantia. The way Akufo-Addo loves power. I pray so betimi survive when the power around him is no more there. It's in a hear psychologist. Because to be this here, everyone said we continue and no even the presidency. Around maybe a president they want. Nipa no be have left there. And no be do ba me office or the presidency. That why if it's understand we are the most complicated, complex characters on earth. Yasum to me in yansum nipa.
Okay.
So he wasn't a Akufo-Addo they love, but the position he held.
Now so Mampeni Crabs he wasn't too happy. I mean, now
Akufo-Addo
one call. On what grounds like
minim. Now we can't send be a krokuma. Now Dr. Muhammad Bawumia says that _levy oba. Is it a known fact say _levy or kase wompana? Now was so ba wo be year cancellation of S-Gracia. But no kura woman is a conversation and you know
again and you know Crescent and some will travel to me once about who jana or so now.
Now so bits and pieces are okay no de ye tiebi. Say was _levy no oba will betwam oba emission tax no will betwam oba na do do na say na bay wo
Chairman can be or say he's the head of the economy management team. Yes. Yeah, pointing. What you say? Sir CCA yem fan say NNN. Chairman say you say when we secretary and also we the position be amount. What you say? You take a decision every and the amount say Gina Yemujuma. So Yemujuma. Over to the decision about Sadia way, you had the two a bay ye. You can't see penny. You can't force it. You am a person at Tiasian. And young papa by me a president, the obey to me iron, and they are your vice on to me yet. A fact, then to Mrs. Sansom. Meaning a debate idea with him. But a fact, there is nothing you can change about this. Young kind of crow. Show. Say young papa by me a president and ne. Now or see obefa can be as well ye 11 if you are obey to me. But a nay or your vice or grow primis no besia con be or grow home on besia co primis in be a coinesi form. What you say? Eh? Sanity. Ain't you know, one yabo mabo unkumabo, send your air no bre, and no more a only deep party in him. Just a note to me cannibal swasem. Why say Bran now per battle number as a phone, no cock compare no casano, one cock away was here. Cassette you will see a loose. But no one was here the Adnama Navy to all can drink. Was a fair 2 minutes as here born. 2 minutes as here born. A fair or chen you may be an uncle Nyaya no bay. Nanso emra man kwamane ntumi anye tumi man kwamane ntumi anye ntia fe ye man tumi a oba be ye sa no man nyina sanity o me hu say sa na ehu na anya sa na ehu no ba sa na te e fact se obie na no ye papa wo bra na o mo pa konwa na mana one honorable Kennedy Japan sa bre na honorable showdown na ano aye din na mpanimfo no nyina sheki because honorable campaign na ano din Satan that there is no way ana yan papa Mahmoud ba umi abetima ko gina ba bia ka se me ba meyi illevi free up me say am ka nipa 10 kra na onya nipa 10 kra na ka onya ti wanya aboa ama aboa unkuma aboa ti o kana no tumu ye toma no wi onim sa fei emra bia ntumi nyitumi no free ni nsem je se Ghana for decide se ye toma no asa na o kana adwen no ti wa me abeka so obitwe o kana adwen ono so ne bote kura
wote ho ana ye ade no na eyede na asada woni beka se ade no awo ne wo president mo ahihye no yeba then it creates the impression say oyobi okasa abai no entie okay then so abai no entie a obi beka se ade na wo ye part of abai no so kasa yentie your constitution ni amambra no ama kwan se the executive powers per articles 58 no, is vested in the president and not any other person.
Not any other person. Muntio. Constitution dia wakani tumi no ye dia mani pa ba ko pe a president. Obi ankura tumi bi mo man no ono nko a ene powers ni nyina no mu ya invest egu. Du a waka na obi a no commande o. Utumi commande.
The vice presidential position becomes more or less a ceremonial. Okay. That is how come 𝗕𝗔𝗛𝗓𝗏𝗓 Mahama. When yes, I advise you, Opa President Nepal Obefa, Opa Omfa. That is how come 𝗕𝗔𝗛𝗓𝗓𝗏 Mahama in 2012. The moment President Mills Uya or so akufremu esho aye wo parliament. Osho aye parliament that very moment. Na ne kasa I have directed that. I have instructed that. I have directed that. Because at time no vice president, he couldn't have instructed or directed anyone. Now, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia says that he left you over.
No cry no ho. As you face no cry. No cry no cry. Entumi kataso. As anas ye den tro se ye politics no ma bibia ya tro bibia na sa propaganda no ko ade no ba. As ye ma o man no hu no cry. Ye be light. No cry light o. No cry air light. Ye be na air light. Na die ni mu. Die anya na nya die ye. Die nipa na kana no cry no cry no cry. E ya tro. Or a mate, or your driver. Yes.
Is it a known fact, say, Ilavi or Kase or Mpana? When you come, if I can do any electronic transaction, be a ye biano, or no legitimate, or ye say, a day, a tax it also.
Yes, ever any Munti Muntiano. Oh, why is it boy? What? We need to be baby. I don't know why. Okay, the cost ninety okatechi.
And clearly, ye di 11 komoni nyina no, o ye din. And I don't want to say, I think you should have resigned. But I believe that we can do a little bit of logic. Obi a wonon wo pay to me, no person oba be do a party no anymore. Now we are vice president. All of a sudden, or resign every move. Now oba bonte no say say can you be a emphata. The government will use every arsenal at their disposal to come after him.
Yeah.
And you will be paying.
And to cut him off completely.
Cut him off completely.
Yeah.
Every man in this one, who person the baby dear. And then there be a say you will pretumia, there be a combative. Sometimes negotiations on the table, how shrewdly you can maneuver your way through a year.
Using dialogue means.
Dialogue means, yes.
Okay.
ABC 1986. Konkansa Kano, your vice president. No, yeah, was J.J. Rollins and Yama Warrior and Medina Huntier, I resign. At the end of the day, or resign or Baba join me, ebi kuswa make say na konkanza ka no wani swade hunu pa opeso obedi o man no anim na kotimi boa but one to the boa say I maneuver very well to know wetimi ama me di o man
dreams was sharp
the okan ni yes anti
okay say over 200 million transactions. Are we taxing mobile money because we have mobile money at Tuska?
Yeah.
Into no government revenue bill.
No, the point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is for me my view and that we should not tax mobile money because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know?
Ono view. Enya aban no enya excellency nya ne oman no aban na decide se ebeye ono kwa Dr. 𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗢𝗣𝗡𝗙 no ohunu sa ade we de but on to me sesa hwe on to me nya hwe o tum e ma wa se tum ye kura no yes e wo ba bie ye adwuma du e to me contra e kwata on be cutting off e na okateche ka no kura wa ogro obetna office wamra wo hu hwe na some ministers be bro omoti office kwa ya cut omo off men kan ne be bre sisi pan oti office pa Ghana phone him say we minister by ya cut off
shattered ni dreams here shattered
yeah
am accident kura na we see here ko gas you be a emphata the government will use every arsenal at their disposal to come after him
yeah
and
to cut him off
completely. Yeah. Ebe man ni so ade horo person de ba bedi ade no. And enye da bia ne se bia wo pretumia da bia ne ye combative. Sometimes negotiations on the table how shrewdly you can maneuver your way through a year to
using dialogue means
yes. Okay. ABC 1996. Konkansa ka no ye vice president. No ye was 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏 niama wo ye no meni nye huntie ma resign. At the end of the day, or resign ya oba be join ebi kuswa make say na konkanza ka no wani swade hunu pa opeso obedi o man no anim na kotimi boa but one to the boa say I maneuver very well to know wetimi ama me di o man
dreams was shattered
ni dreams here shattered
yeah
am accident kura na we see here konkanza ka so be ka yes ya buy na ye di say we know the effect of say o wa be mu na ofiri mu na ba na o ke kan say mi eni kwa say o keka how the government can come after you and eti ehoro de obia oye deep thinker bia no know say he didn't have a choice rather than to stay in there and sometimes be quiet. So I won't resign and it is neither here nor there.
Okay.
Now was so about will be a year cancellation of S gracia. So komoyi wonyo no kwa na former president John Dramani Mahama nso adibi. But no kure wo minister sa conversation enya no kore
again enya no kure sesen.
Wo mu bienu nyina wo mu ni so obetimi twa S gracia.
Exactly. Hono na nka meba no nka mebisa wo say as president can say
enya no kure wo mu bienu nyina ebisa wo kan article 71(2) of the constitution. Also the determination of salaries, emolument, privileges, and retirement benefits of the president, the vice president, ministers of state, and other a year yabo mudi ohono. And your president they determine. Although president in a certain committee, by a more committee making recommendations for a year parliament to determine it.
Yeah.
Now in the case of say president, like I say, many ministers in here, a constitutional duty. And even President Mahama and Professor Mills.
Yeah.
But you sure say all things are Professor Mills. I was say a mission tax or by be here free her. You say mission tax. You need to test majority.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure whether that provision is an entrenched provision. If it's an entrenched provision, you need to now go Nagana for be through a referendum.
Yeah, referendum.
And when the cabbage me I was say a mission tax or by be here free her. You say mission tax in Yanza be now, so they make a so and I'm sure yesterday he wanted to demonstrate that. Said the Emrebi Professor Mills, yeah, the board no say when he becomes a leader of the nation, he will be a puppet of 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Yeah. I'm sure Dr. 𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗢𝗢𝗣𝗡𝗢 wants to establish one year puppet of a year, Akufo-Addo, and he's a man of his own, and he has vision for himself. But me sure say never be brave or what 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 here, Professor Mills buy or deviate from it, acquire the or no. And even President Mahama and Professor Mills.
Yeah.
Benya sure say all things are Professor Mills and a President Mahama by or continuing. Well, most of the things he has a mind of his own and he has ideas of his own. He wants to be a man of his own. I'm sure that was what he wanted to communicate yesterday.
Okay. Eti babe akuswa o kan ya na aya kofo adwene na say na mo so mampani crab say he wasn't too happy. I mean now
Akufo
one call. On what grounds like
minim na we cast and be anya no krokroma. My media for almost 9 years in this country. Country mean go be there.
Yeah.
Na no ye na kwase ampani bia or no say ne papa me didi na temo and what they call court.
Akwata ampani we.
Be move ye di. Na so media no abi ye no de me call court.
Okay. The Jamaica says who's His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo consistently he's been saying say he would love to hand over power. Really?
Oh, Oka take it from me. Oka Omunti. Edu be finance minister but be a friend meeting kra onko.
Really?
Omu mu kete. Ompa ne nyeto.
Nti sa de na say de Oka.
Eti won say na Black Rasta mo person mo say finance minister ko akoridi budget but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Dietri means ne duty and oko but the good paper na so e ko read no e bia na komanyo so but on to me sesa no tie di okan yemfa na nya hwe oka yemfa ena na wa be leader ena o se me ba enuma na me pesa me ya mama nya no me ba me ye samba ntina me ka to say debate na ye no you see dia ono free so betumi aye no oka no so betumi aye so ntumi nye e ho dia another debate as nkrofo ka mo asem na e we se ipa na okasa no o competent ba mi tie okatachie afrifan sem oka no a means nipa na kasa no oni I say ontumi kente no sa otiase nyame na make o okatachie frifa ono so obi o MPP nipa chese onim grounds enyoma ekoso ti wati o se de o kan yemfa Mahmoud Bawumia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia okasa omomfa obie na no de opeso omomane chese omomane kwan kra ntino o de ti komono bi
different from the tier in reality ana
why ka
de na na do kaso peso hand over power
oh me say na eya na yedodo na adwere se predua so wo bakura no didi tumi abetimi awimi to control no wotimi nye edu ba bi na do bedi hene na da bia sore na wona apese o kire de edu ba bi obebre obeka se di asemo a o de bi kiri
papa jana menye
madjuma ebize tumi medi ba o miansem tumi bedi de semo a I'm sure say the same way JJ Rollins tiase na Professor Mills tumi bedi ne semo no aye de o fidi se obeye no maybe ba o mia will also chat a part of his own.
Okay. But why should president be angry? I mean, on pese obey part of Bawumia's.
But me can be chiro say even elections omukoko yi a year presidential candidate. Akufo-Addo didn't want them to have the elections a year early because on cycle ne ho say ni to me as the leader of the party, as the leader of this country, it is coming to an end.
Okay.
And to me very tricky. One way here said the outer one to be wood all of a sudden if it feels like you are losing grip of something you've had control over. Imagine from 2008 the president have had control over the MPP all these years. He has the MPP in his hands.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden he seemingly is losing the grip on power. He's not happy.
Oh, okay.
A natural, a normal human nature. The President Akufo-Addo not happy. Okay. That one he is not. Even a year December year ya to America, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia never be the andimu na why is here you see. Wamuko you Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia you say MPC de wamo partner Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia for omo billboards here. He was very furious. Yes, he was.
Really?
He was very, very furious. Na to media sanity.
Now I'm torn oba. No one for support in your internet.
And I'm saying, many sure say the trim upon us on best of a tomb.
Okay.
But the trim upon he hasn't come to the realization that his government now buying the 2 million.
Okay. Okay, now, yenya quick. Na yentie Captain Smart and so. Wey, ayo kateche frifa. Enti na me pesa uti obia side. come first so criticize Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. What you say? To me, media, me want to say the Obeka and the Hiyama Soka. And on a gun here. What you say? 11 years when we flew.
Bawumia say or a mate. But me mate da. Mate and a pie. I'm a passengers better can. It's mate and a ministers. More the minister. Mate and a pie. My passengers seba. Mate and a pie. No be at na front.
But your mate ne take a decision baby a cano echo. It take a decision and ye kwa kaneshi. Na mate na be pie. Nti adwuma ye dia ma mate no from driver and ono de ba be pie. Say driver no kase ye kwa kaneshi mate no has no choice. Ana oni power bi obetumi be pie tema. Eso pie dia ma no. Tie bia na mate no pe. Say kasa time wo be kwatema. Kwatema na market wo. But driver say ye kwa kaneshi. Oni choice. Eso pie kaneshi no. Because a driver decision nye ono. Anamibwa. Hana me point in one. What you say? Yanko.
Since about me and teammate DSR. Driver ne de obetimi anda. Na wo mate no wa load the car no.
Who load it because driver no before so obeda no. Wa kire oba bia car no ko. Say na ye adwuma ko kaneshi. Nti driver na e de amaw ko pai na pe customers bra. Wada ko pe bra. Wada the decision not take it that. Eti Mahmoud Bawumia na juma ene so be pai. Yes, said the awoka. But decision maybe a car no come. Only choice. Say driver na do say under you. Untumi nka se chinchine chika no kotema. Ona be drive. Tabi driver no. What you say?
So who loaded E-levy? When they loaded E-levy, our car him sakufado ometunko. Why and a passenger VAT
we the own say we know own say utu say captain na wa opeso criticize Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kwambia so but only grounds nti say the dibe asem na all can eni nyina so untimi sorry mechi prekopen ko lodika e ma driver say on fanko it's impossible ensi obabia driver kire babia ka no ko na wakwa ko lodi anameboa okay, the church say, what if the car belongs to the mate? I said, yeah, I see Susano. Na ye bobo park so na wo de opa, o de born ye wo dia. Ye bobo no sa na dru baby na se je fa uti na se. Wo hwa na bi e kase ye sesa wa utim chiwade na de ahye moto na wo kron. But here is the case, car no enye mate ne dia. Because Ghana for to aba edi 2 minutes nipa ba ko pensem nipa mienu nipa ba ko pe e no no appoint to account we born no ochi na enye yie ochi sa abo America di bedi ochi no ahwe obeto amonem the whole park obi abedi ochi park ne nyawo dia born no nyawo dia bebo bia oba ya wase a cheshe wo motuom boy bebo no ti se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nim no ko chesa E-levy bo we ene de hye ne motuom se de ebesi egua no no ho be hye no on be cheso ahwe obe resign by force about resign. Until why come mehwe wo or train said the near papa tamis a year rolling stam umiemi na no say to aba no man wi office pe no sihwe me na me krono me na tumi no kura me na me command the police me na me command the soldier ebra na wote akonwama na me di wachi se meti no oba yewe obi na me see you mate enema ba me wo me own ideas and the kofa oyeni no ba yen meboa yes ana neti to say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ekura wa kyerese obetra konwa no so a enioma pie ho aye papa nanado aya onfanya adwuma obeto egu ba odi na chi ene ontumi kasa mate na onu je on si ayi mate esi kwa ho da won setro ke kwana driver no aka sifam no sifam no be kan do atu onwu bi da awoga ye pam mate da bia me se aka mate ye pamono ye boru kura guso sabre na me Olivia BBC na me Olivia Sabren BBC ne hwe no Lawrence gwa no pamo no how dey hwe man resign by force
ECG bills say ko electricity bill you VAT some passenger no when the loading no wo dey ho I wish Baumia never compared himself to a driver's mate eti odi e-levy aba woman no wetimi atena hwahwedin am a driver ne de ne ba akofa so called dirty oil e bust wa load egu car nim na we be catch them say unka ho I didn't say one country driver and say we are corrupt ntimi see from baba umia e-levy we
Debbie Munti another issue there is nowhere Abaumia condemning e-levy me de me hu ye to ono ene hu ne say me ba me yi we afri ho me ba me yi afri ho on condemn what you say on condemn me maintain say wa condemn me e wo babia say enye nti oba Debbie otie ne statement na o che nneoma pii a agugu akwan mu a agugu akwan wantie oba ebetumi aboa no ama wayi e-levy no afiri ho enye se because of say na media tax the Ghana enyuma na ni ho na nka tax enye problem because UK me better kroma no bibia ye tax car ye twi tax hwe ndem insurance keke almost $300 tax did that ho oze yeah pounds what you say mitimi tuka kwa London ba me bana ke gumachi no bibi kitwa bia baby anaban ne charge o eno mo dia ye kro no ba enyuma wo ho enyuma ni honti na ma esa tax ayebusu dia Ghana na nka o mind dia tax hu hia if you agine betum dia de papa nka nya bone what you say jise bia akwantu form otu kwan na munim dia meken UK agro tax mo be ko jail sisia cause eno no o majapade first eno ne hia o mo se on bibia taxes etin kenya bone si agi ne de be ya de papa akreti jobs amankofo nya adwuma ye ne ate o mo tax an kenya bone what you say ba ono no hu ne say ade o me ba metumi ayewe na mayiwe afiri ho etu una olodi IMF we mate yajitum one olodi IMF braba umia we have passengers no the economic management team passengers no ala chemate Dr. Kota say Dr. Kota free tell the NDC to also name the economic management team. You loaded those passengers. I mean, and sometimes I wonder if some of these guys they think before they open their goddamn mouth. What say? Or say we. Edu baby, I didn't also emit. No, are you listening to the man who wrote that useless speech for him? Who edited that useless speech? Who managed the reading or the delivery of this useless speech that we inherited? Edu babia or no? So Baumia is very egoistic or selfish. He's not somebody who can own up with his main leader and say that we failed together and I am prepared that we can build together. I didn't say we ama. I wish Sanka Baumia may use the word co-driver. Baumia, listen to me. You have a lot of educated in co-driver onto me. Onto me you co-driver. Me who co-driver that your driver and your mate, your president, anyone the vice. Ye trick us na bedi chili. The odine chili. Mate and a driver, mate driver and a the odine chili. Omunya pe. Omunya tipen. omu nye tipen oya na bedi akiri na bedi akiri sa na twi kasa ne ka no di odi wakiri yewe no akoye yewe no akoye we ne ade ba yewe ye man ye command no fact obi antumi nsesa no sa na tie on so katachie nim de ekoso pa na well Captain Smart ankasa mefa ne program bi abebo na motie Captain Smart ana oche se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia okasa yemfa na asem nyahwi Captain Smart ya na be yesa program who say you see asamba na ya yira ice enka hwe ba ono ankasa na be kan say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia omfa na asem nyahwi oti office kwa me pesa na program na bo amoti mama yemfa no kre yema no kre no noso ense propaganda no too much asamba ye try to say be ma asem na ye tantata womra ye nwe se o man na egu so ye damage no womra ye pese be bie no kre no so mani pa hu atiase tumi ya de ma president Ghana too much as a constitution yes ye amendment na yes sannioma said obi abetumi aka na adwen vice need to miss how ogru ho a ye besa ye do beto sideline just obi o no kra kasa emfa die na obetumi aye ye nto aba ma wo da bi o
literate around you. Politics is a different game altogether. You can hold a master's degree or a doctorate degree, even a professor. In politics, you can be a novice. What became of you when Anado traveled and were sworn in as the president of the land? At that time, were you the mate? No.
We, President Tukwaya, the Oya president, Ohenechi. Yes, we are president, Ohenechi, say Obekwaba, Eba Umia. Nti entrance mumia pressing okrewa say his excellency Anado aba UK obekwa kodru Ghana no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say okoye no me na me president 11 no metwam bibi samo ebeti my possible nti na me ka say debate na akrofo aye no matrasi adwen me nyanti ase bia o mu say his excellency Anado tukwan vice president na wa chiri hwe achiri obeba no o say one district, one factory, metwem. Free education, metwem. Because me am here president. Nti wa ba onso beji, o pese o de ba sign fabra. It's argument we say we are the queen. What you say? Who say, omo try hard, aka bibi, but your papa na kind no Christianity. Maybe see, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia betranswa, and you ma pio wa, ye papa eye. You have a J.A. Adu, Missy J. Kufona Kamebekano, Adu Gagai, Adu Primai, Ayen na Oba, on Fanya Juma. I'm sure Quebec you are fan to Kwaba, said a sea war, His Excellency, late President, late President Atamis, any late President, Jerry John Rollins in Temuno. A BBC game this time. Say if the Ghana for decides on beto ama Mahmoud Bawumia, which a bedding, go say 8 years on end this at bench 8 years. Oh my word, Tiaba we know a move a botchy, and then the MPP for so almost be break 8 no, and then this for some 8 way power. It won't say almost picking night debater MP and this for a chance. Chance no any doubt clear. Omo work hard and to nyoma ye na omo utra 8 ana osika nyina san na omo bra back ba we ne de we ma point their captain can see we point ben betumi ama abatu we ma any wise person be atie we ya onfa bibia mfrim say vice president tukwan a wo na wo hye emre tukwan na wo de na wo ye why say once sa 11 now so be president na abesesa we are the council ni bisa. Hi. Time na do two kwan na.
You swear in as the president, no. Patron, how you mate? And then went to me and said, why didn't you make the changes that you thought the mate you can do? You allow it to run. Meaning that you support it. And
how can you change? Tina Captain Smart who say Senana do 2 coin by UK best 2 weeks of Bebano as a caba umias sentence. Oh. Yet, Honorable Kennedy Ejapon. And some of those yet to me boarding because every point is a time naso. A time naso. Yet, Honorable. Nafi Yempon
80 pesos. And today, 11.5. The rate of depreciation. What are we going to say? And to me, the baby, I don't credit the Aniaka. Neither you are unfairly or a mate.
But the first one here, the MPP party.
But a basa digital, there, unkasa MPP, I know there you take credit. Basa bibi nyadi I will say now you meet. Please, you see, I don't want individual, but media means really mathematical. I was suspecting the way the year 2016 okay economy was a year and compensation see our core round to make economy was. He talks about digital. Let me tell you something.
Well, when you cast a politician or punch you, take us more where the also can be. And you know when they be able to affect Dr. Mahmoud Baumio, Nanya said another 2 quino, one another president, why is one change things, why is one your way, now so you made, and as you also a mate to punch what the reason why who is Tino who saw you mate or a failure. And I can't point you on. And maybe I come now we campaign, support economy, na say. And I'm about Bamo. Until this time, Obabontia, then you boat, never Trabontin. Na kasa economy no MPP for ma say no na Ghana funti na hwe chances are the better na konwa no so untumi na say ha no wanye fa to NDC eno na we kasa okay on the target yem papa John Dramani Mahama so ye incompetent ene no say no be frɛ no you see politics na mu da o maybe are be fa be kasa say about na nko we na kasa tugu Ken yentie ye papa Ken so the ono ponchi free ba
Western North, tie, so many economists. Muntie, tomato seller is the best economist I've ever seen. One polling station woman organizer can say, Honorable, maybe one man into about. I'm so what they was it? First, a bucket of tomatoes are not 10 cedis, and then the same quantity, no, maybe 50 cedis. Me get to ashi into me adwumanye me tifie economist Ben Echewi he's been able to analyze the cost of 10 cedis tomatoes about 3 years ago now is 50 cedis and she needs more money to go and buy. She doesn't have it into her tifie. Sa mami we wakotoba does she understand the guitar? No. Please mumi yanka no grow.
You see Safe Motimasi, Mom baby, I'm free ba. Say, some no punchy as some no, never be a modern and I'm no me won't be me won't so. I said, yeah, and coy and I see to do some to go. What you see? When you are there, some of the punchy, when there's some of the punchy, and someone else some of the punchy, some person punchy, when there's some of the punchy. I had a punch in Ancasawo. What you see? Punch in any. I had a point in war. Name himself Rebecca said, Mr. George. Boko. Oh. What is going on? And then may you no play. Maybe George Temeka. Hello. Maybe I me 1 minute. Why? Mr. George.
Yeah, Abazo.
Maybe I kasama me. Name say we know.
Okay. Abazo, any say.
Ghana,
since you buy a fourth republic, right?
Mhm.
Anytime your vice president, you choose
Mhm.
your man a direct role, say, on the head of the economic management team. What you say? It will be a economy.
Mhm.
What you say? Including taxes.
Maybe I me bow. Another minute.
Cabinet. What you say? About a cabinet, no. There are certain ministers be on account. What you say? No more debate. It's more debate we are. Na and modalities, no. More they are better. Emrashe bedroom. No more debate. In the more debate, not so almost pass here. Not on a penny sign. Not a bayamra. What you say? Now, what about audios will be equal? Some telephone in ano. Adekudi tia omo kasa no. E ya de ba ko pe ntia. Omo hu se omo hu se and simply the vice president is supposed to be saying it onka. And we do omo punching hard san. Some be obeba out abeka. And say okay, you nyina any before and you nyina be victim Charlie. Omo baashie because of no kreba akwa ye account otiase me no meti wono mechi kro no na mechi nkotompo para mechi wono now aban we ankasa no the local father ankasa no he was not even in charge.
Okay,
I'm telling you today nini anom no finance minister any Gabi Asare Ochidako any Asante baby atuo any attachia omuno mo running aban we omuna na government agencies eperinfo no including ministers no omuno mo answer to.
Okay,
Dr. Baumia no omo fa no hwe ye fa no nye omo fa no nye ta ke 11 no eraba no papa yi kan o kan sa ade o emoye final debate no omo ko debate no omo panyin fie e onima vice president Kobi omo sideline no would I say yes no omo panyin Gabi ope the most powerful person in Ghana now Gabi Asare Ochidako and Nyoman panyin. I'm saying it on authority. Would I say omo running a bino omuna ministers foreign ami answer to omuka say impuru omuka say enhye now make up everybody say ana budget annual
1 minute for finish my mapon
mate everybody say na annual budget omo locate him on my penny office any vice president office any chief of staff office everybody say na chief of staff budget etimi year more than twice of year vice president office there me you know me more assignment be ukoye the next time no frame here the chief of staff office who say na zentem wo second lady can no ekonya like accident right
yeah
okay corporate sanfoni no na kana na otimo no na kana a license plate the last two no ebe che year wo mo register afidie no we o frame a emenya botra aka
mate
and somebody at all
mate
why
mate pa
today I will bring it I'm for here why
mate thank you
thank
you yo where you here for na here na me dem besi and ebedi o man no mun komo kakra what you say about to na ben so you maybe who say you take time kakra na ye pensem ne so ye fa adwen wom kwa ye betimi aye bi e de aboa ye man what you say so Nyankopon hira obi a oba so mo share video no mo comment obi a oba so bia Nyankopon hira o emfiri enen kopem da nyame adoma Friday ye besan ahia atwetwe enkomo Friday so Nyankopon hira o na ontinanim emfama o ya na mede mu besi mo maba